Alrighty, welcome to Keller Williams. This is the first in the Welcome Aboard series. If you are seeing this video from an email, that means you have just joined us and you might not want to wait for the technology classes to get rolling with everything. So we're going to go through some of the basics to make sure you can run your business. So first thing you're going to see once you log into Command is you're here on your home screen. And you should have already gotten a couple basic videos that talk about how to set up your settings and your marketing profile. And some of your basic onboarding should have taken care of that already. But today we're going to go to contacts and look at a lot of those features there. So if you click on the red KW square here, it will always show you all the different places in Command. So we're going to go ahead and go to contacts. And this is where it really gets fun for me. So we have all our contacts in here, and by this point you should have contacts in there. If not, get a hold of me. I will help you take care of it. And just for a quick bit, if you have a whole bunch of contacts that you need to bring into the system all at once, go ahead and click in the upper right hand corner here. It says import. And the import button will bring up a drag and drop where you can import with a CSV file. And the CSV file that works best comes from right here. When you click this blue download, it will download a spreadsheet for you, and that spreadsheet is going to be an Excel spreadsheet. Long story short is you want to go ahead and fill that out as complete as you can, and you do not want to change any of the headers. So if you don't have information for that, leave that blank, and then you could drop it back in here. For this video, I am assuming that you already have contacts in here, and I'm going to skip ahead to the next part. But please reach out to me if you need any help with that. You can get a hold of me during my office hours or on a Byte of Command Facebook group. Coming over here, we're going to go and show you how to add a contact and all the great things in there. So some of this is obvious. We have the first name here, and let's just go ahead and add someone that I can use later for tests called Test Mick Testface. And actually we might want that to be one word because it's first and last name, but you never know. And right here you can click to add a relationship, and this is not a new person. This is going to be a contact that's already in there. So you're going to choose their relationship, and then you're just going to go ahead and type in the person's name, and you'll be able to add them in here. And like I said, if they weren't already created, you can add them right there. Their personal email or primary email is pretty simple. It's just going to be whatever that is. So we'll just put in some basic stuff here. And phone number, all pretty basic. Now, lead source is something that's used in reporting. And it can come in handy if you just select where you got the lead source from. There's a whole bunch of ones that are pre-ready to go that are dropped down. They're pre-made, all that good stuff. Or you can go ahead and type your own, and then you can create that as a custom source from where it is from. Also, you can select from a contact. If a contact referred you, you can just say, hey, this is a contact lead came from Brian Verhey, who sent this person over to me. Tags are pretty cool as well. Tags are basically things that you use to keep in touch with your database, to sort it, organize it, and basically put people into groups. So there are system tags, which are the ones that are gray here, and then there's custom tags, which are the colorful ones. You can make a custom tag out of anything that you want and use it for your whatever needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put A here, which is a custom tag I made. Say we wanted to have a custom tag called Test Awesome. We can type that in there, or however misspelled we want to be, and click Create Custom Tag and choose a color for it. And once we click Add, that would be part of our system. For now, I'm just going to tag this contact is an A. When we click to add more information, we have additional contact information, which is self-explanatory, but then here is where the address lives. So we can actually put 123 Fake Street, which is actually a place in several places. Let's go with South Carolina. I'd like to live in South Carolina. And the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this moment is you have to click same as mailing address if it's a mailing address. If you don't click on that radial, then you won't be able to export mailing labels later. And that would be problematic. Now, let's say they have a P.O. box, no problem. You click add address and you put that other address in there, that P.O. box, and click same as mailing address for that one. Social profiles is awesome. So what we're going to do here is you can select the social profile that you want. We can go Facebook. And then you can just hop on over to Facebook as I'm doing here. And let's say this person is actually me, Brian R. Verhey. You can get the Facebook link right here and copy it. Pop back in here and paste it right there in command. And you can add as many profiles as the person has for social media. There's a lot of really good uses for this. My favorite is when I'm making my phone calls and I just need to know what somebody is up to so I can connect with them. About has a lot of good information as well. You have the person's birthday in here, and we'll just put my birthday in here for fun. Go ahead and take note if you want to send me coffee cards or something. You don't have to send me coffee cards. And a home anniversary. So the home anniversary is another really fun tool. And the home anniversary is when they bought their home. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here. And this is when I bought my home. This is my home anniversary. So the only reason I'm not calling this Test McTestface Brian Verhey is because I already have my own name in there somewhere else. Relationships, if you didn't add them on the top, you can add them down here as well. And then, of course, work. So you can put where they work. And this is really helpful because you can keep track of where everybody works and maybe do fun things just for their work. So then we have custom. And custom fields are just that. They're custom fields. You can create anything you want. I'm a big nerd. I have a do they like Batman, which is yes or no drop down menu. But you can add whatever you want. So let's go ahead and create a field right now. Let's create a custom field right now. And we can come in here and we can have a custom field here. And we just, we've added it and we just type in what we want to do. So let's say, are they from Washington State? And we get create custom field, and we have all these different options. And let's go ahead and let's say we want a text area. And we hit done, and it creates that with a text area, and we just say, yes, originally from Spokane. So from here, we create the contact, and the phone number must be a valid phone number. Oh, darn. So we'll go see if it'll let me duplicate here. We'll just use this number and see if that works. Perfect. And we've created the contact, and we learned here that, hey, it has to be valid contact, valid phone number. You can't put in a fake one to get the job going. Oh, darn. So from here, I want to show you some other features of contacts in the applet. And we're going to go ahead and start with the most obvious. If you come here to where it shows 1 through 10, you can go ahead and select up to 500 contacts to show at a time. And that way, you don't have to completely change the pages all that much. You can just go ahead and scroll on down and keep rolling up to 500 at a time. There's currently 161 people in this database. This is what I use for tech training. Now, another important feature is if we come up here to the upper right-hand corner and click on the 3 dots, we can export our contacts. So if we need to export them to a CSV for whatever reason, or we create mailing labels as a CSV or a PDF so we can do our mailers. Well, if we come down here and click that, it's going ahead and say your export is being processed. We can come up here to hit home again, and then you'll see there's a red dot on the notifications. Our export is ready, so we click right here. And right in here, and we see we got the mailing labels for the 2 people in there because we hit the right bit. A lot of the other people in there are agents, and I don't have their a lot of the other people in that database are agents, and so I didn't put their addresses in there. So if we come back into contacts now, we can keep on rolling. What we have now is all our contacts here. We covered the export labels. Some quick things is you can customize the columns to show whatever you would like it to show. Additionally, if you come here, you can also go into the contact cards, and you can go ahead and have this view if it's what you prefer. I prefer the list view myself. Other great features are our filters. So let's go ahead and filter our contacts. If we come out here and we have our contract types here, we have all our contracts in the leads only. And we can come through and search by tags. So if we select the A tag and hit apply, you can see that all the people in here with the A tag will show up right there. Also, we can filter even deeper or even less. There's so many different filters options. We can look at leads only, which is going to show all the leads that have come in here in this database. And if you click on it again, we'll go back to all contacts, and you can actually search if somebody has a neighborhood, yes or no, which is really useful if you're using the neighborhood nurture. So let's say yes, let's see who has a neighborhood here, which is not going to be a lot of people because this is primarily agents. And you'll see 2 people have a neighborhood assigned in this. And you'll see 2 people have a neighborhood assigned in this database, the one we just created, and then this gentleman named Sean. And the reason why the one we just created has a neighborhood is because we put an address in for that person. So the next thing is, let's go ahead and clear our filters here and look at the A people only. Let's say we want to always go to this group of people every time we log in. Well, we can go ahead and come here and we can create a smart view, and we can call it A people or A clients, whatever you'd like to do. And you go ahead and hit set as default smart view and save the smart view. Now that is going to set this as a smart view that is a pre-filtered search that comes up here every single time. So if we go back to home and then we come back to contacts, that is showing up by default. Now, as you can see, you can create all sorts of different smart views. They are just pre-filtered views. So you go in here, you set the filters how you want them to be, and then you come back here and create a smart view. Now let's say I actually would prefer to see all contacts, which is this one, every time I log in. That's okay. I will click on Manage Smart Views, and this is my current default is that A clients, right? Well, I want it to be all contacts as my new default. So let's go ahead and apply that, and oh look, I accidentally have 2 versions of A clients. Well, let's go ahead and delete that one. I can also, and because I deleted the one that was default, it automatically saved it. But I could also come in here and I could just edit the names of the smart view or whatever I need to do. The last thing that's really important in contacts is going to be the bulk actions. So if you come here, and I'm just going to go select all, I want to run through the bulk actions. A lot of these are very self-explanatory. If you add a note, you're going to add the same note to everybody. If you archive everybody, then you're going to actually take everybody that is checked out of your database and into an archive folder. An add bulk activity is just that. You're going to go ahead and have a bulk activity that you add to all of them. So let's say you called everybody that you checked the box for, and you want to leave one note saying you called everybody. SMS is text messages, so you can send everybody a text message at once, and that's really cool. You have to have Twilio connected, but you can come in here and type whatever you would like, and you could also add an image Adding an image does cost more credits though. Other bulk actions are you can add them all to an email list, which will come in handy if you want to use Command Mail or MailChimp in the future. You can copy your clients and share them. That is a Teams function, so if you don't have a team, don't worry about it. And then you can mark an entire group of people as leads. So if you import a spreadsheet and you have them all pre-tagged for a certain bit, you can go ahead and look up that tag and mark everybody with that tag as a lead, or you can undo it if you need to. You can also add a smart plan to every contact selected, which is a great tool if you want to start a new smart plan. Maybe you want to start a multiple email campaign, and so you're not going to go to campaigns because it's not a one-off email. You can create that in smart plans and come here. And then you have your other options with the exports that we covered earlier. So I hope this was helpful, a good quick tutorial on contacts. And stay tuned in a day or so, and I'll send you a little something talking about the contact card. Hope you all have a great day, and I hope this was helpful.